The air in the detention block smelled of ozone and cold, recycled metal. Commander Crix of the Galactic Hegemony Armada inhaled it like perfume, the scent of absolute order. His polished boots clicked a precise rhythm on the hexagonal deck plating as he approached Cell 7. Behind him, the recording drone of his second-in-command was the only other sound. The human was already there, held upright between two armored Vex sentinels. It looked unimpressive. No natural armor plating, no energy-diffusing fur. Just pale, soft skin stretched over a fragile endoskeleton. Its standard-issue gray shipsuit was torn at the shoulder, bleeding a thin crimson trickle from a shallow scalp wound. Its breathing was ragged, wet, and uneven. Subject, Crix began, his baritone voice modulated for authority. You are charged with piracy, sabotage of a hegemony patrol vessel, and the unlawful deaths of 3 Gala soldiers. The evidence is irrefutable. Do you have anything to say before your sentence is carried out? The human lifted its head. Its eyes were unnerving pools of blue in a field of white, fixed on Crix with an unsettling curiosity. It didn't look afraid. It looked amused. Sentence? The human rasped, a faint smile touching its bloodied lips. You mean you're going to skip the trial? That's not very civilized. Crix felt a ripple of irritation. Civilized? The hegemony had long prided itself on efficiency, precision, and order, while species from the chaotic rim always confused decorum with weakness. Your actions have forfeited any claim to due process, Crix stated, nodding to the Vex sentinel on the right. The weapon raised automatically, a particle disruptor capable of reducing a being to its constituent atoms. Clean, painless, absolute. A warning then, the human said, the smile never fading. The Vex fired. A beam of condensed violet light struck the human square in the chest. The air crackled with ionized energy. His body convulsed, arched, sagged. Crix waited for the expected hiss of dissipating matter. It never came. Instead, the human coughed. A wet, messy, profoundly organic sound, and lifted its head again. A blackened, smoldering crater marked its chest, but it still breathed. Impossible, Crix whispered. A Mark 7 disruptor at this range would vaporize a Krogger battlebeast. Then the human laughed. It started as a choked, pained gurgle, then blossomed into a rich, terrifying sound of amusement. Not madness, pure, deep-seated delight. The sound echoed, clashing violently with the sterile chamber. The Vex sentinels froze. Their grips slackened in cognitive dissonance. The human wiped blood from its lips. Oh! It wheezed, tears mingling with the blood. Oh, you really don't know. You have no idea what you're playing with. What are you? Crix demanded, voice cracking with unease. Disappointed, the human's grin sharpened. I was hoping for a challenge that tickled enough. This was not it. The Vex drew their weapons. One pulled a solid slug pistol, a brutal tool for breaching doors and ending debates. The human's eyes locked on it. Amusement crystallized into something predatory. The pistol fired. A skull-rattling boom. Blood sprayed the walls. The human's head snapped. But then, with a wet, grinding sound, it pulled forward, dislodging the slug with a twist of its body. Bone flashed for a moment, then vanished beneath fresh blood. A second Vex fired. The human moved with efficient, trained precision, dislocated its own thumb, slipped from the grasp, and drove its fingers into the Vex visual sensor cluster. Sparks, shrieks, collapse. The human rose, snatched the fallen pistol, and fired. Another Vex fell. Impossibly, the armor, laminate ceramite, and energy-diffusing mesh, pinnacle of 1,000 years of evolution, was breached. Through it, Crix saw shredded circuits and sparking ruins. The human pivoted, pistol smoking, crimson streaking its face. Its blue eyes were chips of ice in the storm of red. You see, Commander, it said calmly. You made a mistake. You thought a weapon meant the thing you hold. It doesn't. It tapped its temple with the barrel, smudging soot and blood. The weapon is the mind that makes it, and the will to use it. It gestured at the dead Vex. Your armor was built for your wars, for energy weapons, for plasma. You laughed at our primitive kinetics. But primitive doesn't mean ineffective. Crix stood frozen. The human smiled again. You wanted a confession, Commander. Here it is. We're not pirates. We're archaeologists. And we just dug up the one thing your perfect civilization should have left buried. It raised the pistol not at Crix but at the recording drone. Tell your bosses, it said. The humans are awake. And we brought our own toys. Boom. Shards of the drone scattered like metallic rain. When Crix's emergency optics reset, the cell door was sliding open. The human was gone, leaving only the scent of blood, cordite, and a silence that screamed. Please follow my channel for more videos. One click from you can change my life.